All right, we've got Coach Van Gundy joining us. And if Todd, you want to kick things off?
Coach, obviously a lot of teachable moments coming up in the film session tomorrow, especially on the defensive end. Do you feel like that the team turned it around a little bit defensively after that tough second quarter?
Yeah, but we still had a lot of breakdowns. We were not very good tonight defensively. I thought the first quarter, I thought we did a lot of what we wanted to do. I thought we had a good focus on how we wanted to play. I thought our pick and roll defense was pretty good. Did some really good things. And then over the last three quarters, we just really weren't very good defensively. There were some moments where we were okay, but we didn't do a very good job of protecting the paint. We fouled way too much. Those are things that just can't happen. So, but look, it's early. I think we're really a tired group right now. We've pushed hard in camp. You can see the minutes we're playing, guys, even in the exhibition games. We're stretching them out. We're dealing with a little bit of fatigue, and we've got to get in better shape, and we've also got to learn to push through fatigue, Todd. So I think that's a little bit of what you're seeing also. I think we'll be better when we get ourselves in the condition we need to be in.
On the positive side, it was good to see J.J. Redick and Eric Bledsoe, again, just acclimate themselves in immediately. J.J. did a great job. And as the game went on, I think we saw what Eric Bledsoe can bring to the table to your team.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I think that, Eric missed a lot of time in camp. And so, especially when you're new to a group, it makes it tough. I thought he was much more aggressive as we got later in the second half. I thought he was trying too hard to just sort of fit in for the first half of the game. We want him to be more aggressive offensively, want him to shoot his open shots, want him to attack the basket. I thought what we saw out of the last quarter and a half was the Eric Bledsoe we're used to watching.
Hey Stan, Christian Clark here. We know the Bucks are excellent at protecting the rim. What was it just like seeing Zion get inside and be effective at the rim like he was tonight?
Yeah, look, Zion's remarkable going to the basket against bigger people, and the way he can control his body and the force he has going to the rim. He's outstanding. Now, obviously they were missing Giannis tonight. That's a lot of length, but still, Zion's very, very good going to the basket. We just have to create more and more opportunities for him.
So, Stan, this is Will Giller with The Athletic. You mentioned Bledsoe's added aggression in the second half. How much do you think his speed adds to your transition game, and how much do you, especially in that first half?
Yeah, look, early in the game, I thought the first 8 or 9 minutes of that game, we played really well in transition. And obviously, it starts with getting stops and rebounds. That's what gives you the opportunity to run. And I thought we played good basketball. Then when you're not stopping people, it gets harder to run. And I didn't think we had enough pace in our half-court offense. I didn't think we were hard to guard. And that's something that we'll have to just continue to work on.
Hey Stan, no real backup point guard minutes between no Nikhil, no Kyra. Are you happy just trying to stagger Bledsoe and Ball at that point guard spot?
Oh, I don't know yet. Listen, tonight what it was all about for me was, I wanted to make sure that both of those guys as starters that we need to play, big minutes, got big minutes tonight. So this wasn't an indication that I've settled on a rotation and those other two guys are out of it. I wanted both those guys to play 33 minutes tonight, which didn't leave a lot of minutes. I cut like Sindarius getting in. That wasn't even a plan. Just that Brandon and Josh both got in foul trouble. Normally I'd go to Nikhil in that situation for sure, but I wanted somebody, a little bigger, a little stronger on Middleton because clearly we struggled with him tonight. So yeah, I wouldn't read a lot into tonight's playing rotation.
Hey, Stan, Doug Mouton at WWL TV. You seem to touch on it a little bit there. How close are you, would you say, to sort of figuring out, who plays well with whom, minutes, rotations? How far away are you? For all that, you don't have a lot of time. How close are you to sort of getting a handle on what you have?
I mean, every day you get a little bit more of a handle, but it's not easy. I know, the 5 guys who started tonight, JJ, Josh, I know those guys are going to play, good minutes. And then we've got a lot of other guys I like. I like Kyra, I like Nikhil, I like Jackson, I like Nico. So all 11 of those guys, I have no problem putting Billy Hernan Gomez into games. I had no problem putting Sindarius into games. So I got confidence in a lot of guys. But I know that for us to be successful, we're going to need Zion, Brandon, Lonzo, Eric Bledsoe, Josh Hart, Steven Adams. Those guys are going to have to play, pretty big minutes. And when you've only got 2 exhibition games, you've got to get them minutes. Nikhil and Kyra, conditioning's not an issue for either one of those guys. So I don't worry about them not having gotten minutes. So that was a lot about the whole thing in the 2 preseason games, was to play guys minutes that needed it and to keep pushing them.
This is Jim. What did you think of, or what did you like about what Lonzo did tonight? It seemed like he played confidently and set a good tone right in the first quarter.
I mean, look, Alonzo Ball's a really good basketball player. I mean, a really good basketball player. I mean, smart, skilled, sees the game. There's not much he can't do. He's starting to be a little bit more aggressive taking the ball to the basket. He's like anybody. He's got things he can work on, but I'm a big believer in Lonzo Ball and his abilities. I thought, he's keeping his turnovers down. He's not taking as many chances. Took a couple tonight I didn't really like, but look, it's rare, and you got to live with some of it with a guy who sees the floor as well as he does. So I've been really, really happy. He's getting better organizing our team. That's really more of a team-wide problem, our offensive organization. But I love what Lonzo Ball is doing, and he needs to continue to play the way he has in these 2 exhibition games for us to be as good as we can be.
Stan, Scott Kushner with NOLA.com. Brandon battled a little bit of adversity tonight, foul trouble, didn't put up the kind of production that we saw last game and most of last season. How did you feel he responded to that, and how do you kind of judge that? Is it nice to see that in the preseason and kind of see how a guy in his position kind of reacts to it?
I mean, you'd rather everybody play great every night, but that just doesn't happen. And when you go through an NBA season, there's going to be tough nights. And he was up against a really, really good player tonight who had a great night, and that happens at times. And so you move on and you get ready for the next game. It's as simple as that. One of the things that I think that Brandon has to realize, and I'm sure he does realize, is you're the most improved player in the league. You were an all-star. Now you got a target on your back, and people are coming at you every night. You and Zion are the subject of the scouting report and the game plan and the whole thing, and you're facing the best defenders, and they're coming at you, and he'll perform well. He had a rough night tonight.
Hey Stan, Christian Clark one more time. I know, keeping fouls low is a big emphasis for you. I mean, how you specifically coach that? Like, what do you specifically say to, besides like, hey, don't foul?
Well, I didn't like a lot of the ones that we got tonight. Like, you just got to get rid of the ones where you're grabbing somebody's shirt on a cut rather than using proper technique. You got to get rid of the ones where you're just, slapping at the ball rather than moving your feet. So you're going to foul at times, especially against good players. But I thought we had some tonight that were just a lack of discipline, and those are the ones we need to cut out. We gave up way too many free throw attempts tonight, and we'll take a look at that when we do the film and try to keep going to work improving those things.
All right, we're all set. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.